Hey, let me see. Fuck. Money is good. Hello.
What's up?
Good evening.
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Nice to finally meet you,
I know.
champion.
So nice to meet you in person. Sorry, my
Okay,
husband had to bring this stand down here.
take your time. I want you to know first off, I'm proud of you.
Man, I appreciate it.
I draw a lot of inspiration from you, whether you know it or not. Um, Everybody meets. I think everybody. Nothing is coincidental. Everything happens for a reason. We
For
had a
real.
awkward encounter. That's how
I
we met.
know our first encounter was not the greatest, but it's okay.
Right. When you brushed that off, I knew you was real people. Um, I
Oh,
was I was in error, but I didn't think you was a real person. But you found me.
they they found you. They sent you to me. I was like, but it's okay. Hey, stop. Sit
Why
down.
don't you why don't you start off by giving everybody your name and
Oh,
where you from, and I'll interject from there. Your name,
all
where you
right.
from, and what you do for a living. How about that?
My name is Amber. I am originally from Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised. I currently live in Texas, Austin, Texas. I I'm an influencer by day. I encourage people to live their best lives, fight through their depression and mental health issues. That's like my biggest goal is to inspire the world to push through, the mental health stuff, as well as trying to lose weight. Like that's like a big part of my journey as well. Um, and that's pretty much me. Like that's my job right now. I quit, my day job, and I just decided that I wanted to follow what God has called me to do full time. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do this full time, and so
All
here
right.
we go.
So you got a little charisma with you. You got a lot of flavor with you. I've been picked up on it already. Now, did you get all of this flavor once you became an influencer or you became famous, or was you wavy when you was a big girl?
I've been wavy. I told you I've been wavy, man. My mama always told us growing up. It was a lot of us. I told my oldest brother just passed away 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and my mom taught us early on. She said, "Be yourself. Everybody else is taken." And so if I did something and it was somebody else involved, she was like, "Well, what was Amber doing?" And so I
Hmm.
just took that to heart, and I just stepped into it. I stepped into who I was, and I'm here. That's what I'm doing. I'm living now. I'm living.
Okay. Amber, at your heaviest, how much did you weigh?
323 pounds.
323 pounds. Now, did you was you big growing up, or you picked this weight up as you grew older, or you was big growing up?
Man, I've been heavy all my life. All my life, I've dealt with obesity, being overweight. So what happened was I was about 6 years old. I think you can say like six, and we would
Hmm.
go to like the doc, well checks every year. And I remember my doctor telling my mom like, "What are y'all feeding her? Because she's gaining weight." And I think by the time I was like 12, I was 156 pounds going into the third grade. And I think they tried this fat camp. My doctor's name was Dr. Johnson, pediatrician, and they tried to put me in this fat camp, and I was not going because I was like, I ain't that fat. I'm fat, but I ain't that fat. I was in denial, but yeah, I was the baby, and my siblings are all small, petite, cute, fat. We all short. I'm 4'11" and a half, so I think it's just the proportion. I just always wore it well. People just couldn't tell. But I've been overweight all my life, and I attribute some of it, to my parents really didn't know. They didn't know how to feed us growing up. You know that we don't really talk about nutrition in our communities. And then, of course, I was sexually abused. So I think eating became like an outlet for that because I never really told my siblings because they was older, they was growing, you know. So
We spoke prior, and you told me that you had a background. You have a background in the church. You was raised in the church.
yeah, pastor's kid. My dad is a pastor. My mom, pastor's wife. So we was raised. I'm a pew baby. I was raised on the pews of the church.
Okay, so you grew up in the church. So you was eating good soul food at the church.
I was eating. Anytime you saw me, I was eating. Like I ate good. I ate well, very well.
All right.
I still eat well. Now let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Disclaimer. I still eat good. Okay? Let's not get it twisted. But I've learned how to eat within my, proportion, the servings that I'm supposed to have. Like I'm learning all of that. So yeah.
When you say you still eat good, what you mean by that?
I
Do you
still
care?
eat good. I know a lot of people think that when you go on a weight loss journey, like you can't eat. Like people say, like you got to limit your carbs. You can't eat this. You can't eat that. And for me, I've learned, like I'm a part of a program, a nutrition program called the Calorie Cut Queens, and she's like literally taught me how to eat within my set of calories and what I can have, and I can eat carbs, and I love carbs, so everybody knows I'm a carbie. So I eat good. I eat the normal things that you would probably eat, but I've learned my portions. I've learned how to weigh out my food and say, this is how much I can have. This is how much I can't have.
Okay, so there is basically a discipline. You implemented discipline as opposed to like a crash diet situation.
Yeah, it's to me it's self control. A lot of it is self control. I really really believe in the power of mind. Like your mind is so powerful. I tell people that all the time. And growing up, my mind I just listened to that voice in my head that just say eat 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 eat. And now I'm 31 and I'm learning. Like when you retrain yourself how to do something and you've been doing it a set way all your life, it's so hard to change it up, right? And
Mhm.
so now it's self control and, like you said, discipline. It's a battle though, because I have days, especially dealing with grief. I have days where I'm like, I'm not eating nothing, or I have days where I just binge and eat everything. So it's a process.
Okay. How did you discover training? I see you be getting busy in the gym, and I'm impressed. I see you. I see you. Keep up
Oh,
the good
well,
work. And
thank you.
how did you discover training?
Because I was at the gym doing just the cardio classes for so long. I would just go and take the classes and take the classes, and I saw that I was losing a lot of weight, but I wasn't strong. Like I just felt weak as hell. I was like, man, I'm still weak. Like I can't even bench press, this or that in the classes. Sometimes they give you a
Oh
barbell.
yeah, all of that cardio burn your stamina and shit. Yeah.
Exactly. And so one day I was working I think I was working in the ED, the emergency department. Or was I? I'm not sure, but somebody led me to my trainer in 2019, 2018. Somebody led me to my trainer. I can't even, Amber, I think it was Amber Walker, a friend of mine, sorry. And she basically just said, hey, I have a trainer now and I want to lose 90 pounds. And I was like, oh, that's so awesome. Because at that time I was losing weight, just by doing the cardio. And I remember I reached out to her trainer, and that's when I was introduced to the world of strength training. And like my mind was blown because I was like, whoa, I'm very weak.
Okay. Now, when you discovered strength training, how much was you weighing at this time?
Like 222. So that's the other part. I was 323. I dropped all the way down. I got all the way down to 180, 177 maybe. And then my best friend died of cancer last year. I got married the year before. And the last 3 years were just like a whirlwind for me. And I regained all that weight. I ended up back at 240 pounds. So
Okay.
since like when you saw my picture, since that time period, I've been working to get this weight that I've regained off. So from that 240, I'm down to 191 now. And I'm back working with that trainer. Like, of course, the pandemic, shit, we had to stop working out, but I'm back with my trainer, and I'm taking it one day at a time. Like, cause life shit it's gonna keep happening. Like, I keep having life stuff happen, and like losing my brother, that was so unexpected. It came out of left field. And so it's like I'm learning to maneuver through the stresses of life and not take it out on what I feel comfortable with food. So,
How did you build the confidence to start, taking off your clothes and really sharing your fitness journey? You sharing your measurements, you turning sideways, you showing dimensions and before and after pictures. Especially in a internet age when everything is so cosmetic and fake, you chose to be transparent and share everything. How did you build up the nerve
bruh,
to do this in front of all of these people, strangers at that? And the internet can be cruel.
the internet is cruel. Not can be, it is. You saw the comments under your post.
We
I,
didn't think. I'm serious though. This is what got the reaction because no one would think that you did that yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like the before and after picture, we was under the impression that maybe somebody was trying to make a joke of you or something and did that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
I know. A lot of people think it. A lot of people think
when
I
it
had surgery. A lot of people think I had my tummy tucked and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, no, it's definitely work. It's a job. Like every day when I get up, I have to make a choice. And so, in order to get to that level of confidence, honestly, the first picture I ever showed, like, it was a picture of me in a bathroom, and I had on a shirt, but my shirt didn't go down over my stomach. And I
right,
posted that picture in I think it was 2017, 2018, and I remember the picture I think went viral because it was like day one of working out or something like that. And after that, I saw just how crazy the people in this world are. And I was like, wow, I'm trying to do something positive and these people are knocking me for it. Like, what's that about? And I think for me, it was more of like a damn, okay, I'm going to keep doing it just to piss y'all off a little bit more. But
right.
of course, it turned into something more than I ever expected. I never
Let me ask
expected
you
it from
something.
me.
Hold on. Let me ask you something. Since you've been an influencer and since you've been sharing your fitness journey, have you had any experiences with a white person coming to your page and being negative? Normally, when somebody's negative on my platform, it's black people. You think what I'm saying? And I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I don't know, maybe because you're female, they might show you some, a different type of respect or something like that. But
Honestly, bro, no. Most of the negativity I get is from sisters. It's from my people.
females, oh,
It's
that's
from us.
crazy.
It's from us. And it's just, it sucks. It sucks so bad because people have to understand, like, my journey is not just a weight loss journey. Like, yeah, that may be what grabs people's attention when they come to my page. But a lot of it is mental health. Like, they don't see that I tried to commit suicide and drive off the bridge last year. Like, they don't see the dark side of it. They don't want to read the post and get to really know me. So there's always this assumption when they come to my page, well, you ain't losing weight fast enough, or you not doing this. And I mean, I got it even earlier in the week. I shared a picture of me. I was wearing a size 12 jeans, bro. I was too light. I was so lit about my size 12 jeans. And
I
all the
seen it.
sisters, I promise you, they went in. That's not a size 12. She has to be, she lying. That's a size 16. Like, I mean, and I was like, okay,
Damn, 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 damn.
it's crazy, right?
Yeah, I'm very, very shocked that that's happening. I didn't think that the females, I thought that was just isolated to niggas.
No,
Black men like that.
it's just a mindset.
Tell me about we'll get back to, your fitness journey. Tell me about your education. Tell me about your accreditations. You went to a historic black university, right?
Yeah, I went
Share
to
with me.
school. I actually, Bentley, I told you to sit down. Sorry, my dog is out here pacing. I went to a historically black college university. I actually, before I went there, I was going to a PWI. It's a white institution, and it was in Illinois. And I really enjoyed going to that university, but it wasn't for me. I dropped out of school and I moved out here to Texas. And I went to this school, this HBCU, and it changed my life. Like the experience was so different. Like I knew like where I was from because I'm from the hood. You know, I'm from a rough upbringing. But like being able to go to school, a college at that, with people that look like me, you know, I was introduced to sororities and fraternities and all these different ways of being. And people from down south, like Texas, is they are lit. They are lit about anything they do. And I'm for real, like education, sports, like they get so excited.
So did you
And
pledge? Did you pledge?
I did not. I got pregnant my senior year. I got pregnant. I got pregnant with my daughter, and the line. I missed the call for the line, and I was pregnant. I was kind of embarrassed anyway, so I didn't. I didn't pledge. I didn't.
Okay, what was the name of this school again?
Houston Tillotson University.
Houston.
Yeah,
Where's
and
that
then
located?
it's in Austin, Texas. And then shortly after that, after I graduated, I had my daughter. I was homeless and pregnant. I lived in my car, maybe 3 months, you know, until I could get some kind of steady place to stay. And then I moved to a place, it's a shelter for women and children. I moved there and I lived there for 2 years after my daughter was born. And that program that I was in there, they really encouraged me to, you know, go and continue going to school, you know, finish out. And so I went on ahead and I went to graduate school at University of Houston, and I got my master's in human resource management. And I think that education is very important. I was pretty much the first of my siblings to achieve, you know, that high of a degree, level of degree. Um, and it's very important for me. Education is super important. And a lot of people don't know that when they come to me and they see me influencing or whatever, it's automatically like this assumption that, you know, Bae is just, you know, this girl from the hood that talk, you know, that we can relate to. But they, when they hear me talk and then they start having a conversation, be like, damn, you educated too? You know, it's just more nods that people see and they start to get. And I just want people to realize, like, it don't matter where you from, you can make it. Like, life is not easy. Life is not easy. You gonna get hit. If you're rich, you get hit. If you're poor, you get hit. You gonna get hit with all kind of stuff.
Right.
And the thing is, how do you respond when that stuff hits you? So,
What do you think served you better? Your accreditations from school or falling into this fold of being a digital influencer?
influencing.
She said influencer.
I like, listen up, for real. This is crazy. Last month, when I decided to stop working, I told my husband, I was like, man, babe, you know, we finna take a pay cut. You know, it's kind of gonna be tight a little bit around here. I made more influencing that first month of being out of work than I had on my job. And he said, "You can keep influencing, babe. You could do it. Go ahead. Just keep going. Just keep going." And so, I mean, of course, when you become a self, like a entrepreneur on your own, and you really, really want to do it, you got to work hard as hell for your brand. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm at a place where I'm working. Like every day, I'm trying to figure out what can I do for Bae Goals? What can we do? All while keeping my mental health in check because I'm in
Right.
counseling, as you see, 3 times a week. Most times I'm in counseling 2 to 3 hours. I have outpatient therapy. I have all this stuff going on, but I'm always coming back to my brand because body and everything should be worldwide. That's what I see it as. It should be worldwide. So the education piece, I think it'll play off in the long run. But right now, influencing is where God has me.
So it's an actual acronym.
Yeah.
Bae. See, I caught that.
Yeah.
Caught that. So it's body and what?
Everything.
Body and everything.
Yeah. Body
See,
and everything goes.
all right. That was you actually answered what was going to be my next question. How did you come up with the brand title? So body and everything
Yeah.
goes.
My daughter. It was my daughter. My daughter loves bagels, and I was a single mom until she turned 5, and so every morning this little girl wanted bagels. I was like, girl, why you want bagels all the time? And she was like, Mommy, I just want the bag. I just want the bag. Like when she was little, she said, I just want the bags. I just want the bags. And about 2 years ago, I said it. I didn't follow up through, you know how we say stuff. I was like, man, yeah, because I'm going to be babe one day. I'm going to be your baby one day. And it just stuck. And then I'm working on the trademark for it right now. But then of course we got the LLC, and now we just moving through the motions of getting it all trademarked and
I think that shit is fresh. Got everything. It's dope.
I just
Yeah.
love you. You just don't know. I be watching your videos like this dude's so cool. He's
I
so
got a eye.
smooth.
I got a eye. You see, I got to you first. Is this your first, kind of like large appearance online? Is this your?
This is my first. Like, yeah, I talked to a homegirl who's a news reporter, but we just talked online. Like, we talked for like 2 hours one day. She just wants to get to know me and stuff. But this is my first.
It's your first interview.
Yeah.
That's my That's what I aspire to do. I want to be everybody's first interview and shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
making my way around the room. My platform is predicated on hip hop, sports, and fashion. I'm gonna tell you another reason why you got a chance to appear here. You jive ass fly. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, you putting on these big hats and shit and all of this. Where you getting these hats from?
What hats?
Them Kentucky Derby hats, them big, them big hats you be wearing and shit. Like you going to
Man,
the Kentucky
people
Derby.
people send me this stuff. I don't like people send me stuff, and I just I wear it to support their brand. When I say I am the person that will buy your stuff, like I buy everybody's stuff to support.
Yes.
Never once have I ever sold anything on my page. Ever. People have wanted products. People have wanted this, that, and the third. And bro,
Yeah.
I never ever tried to sell anything until last month when I stepped away from my job, and it was like, okay, you got to sell something to keep revenue coming through your home. And I literally, people just bless us. Like they send us food, they send us drinks, they send us like I've had companies send us workout clothes, and so the hats is just dope. I love the hats.
Yeah, yeah. They be hitting me off too. But yeah, you got some dope hats. Um, you got one particular video, the one that I posted, and you doing what you do. You did the memes, the self conscious, and
The
what's that
dance,
TikTok?
yeah, the TikTok dances,
Yeah. How
yeah.
those? So you blazing over there on TikTok too? All right, give me your TikTok information. Go ahead,
It's
share it
the
with my people.
same. It's the same. It's I am Bae Goals, but it's really just inspirational. Like I feel people, bro. Like I feel their energy. Like I have so many men and women who hit me up, and it's not just weight loss. Like this world, like people are hurting, man. People are hurting. People dealing with depression. People dealing with low self-esteem. Like people dealing with so much stuff, and it's just like if I can be one person to tell them, like, man, I love you, like for real, love you, like, man, for real, like, did you eat today? Like something we don't even think about when you greet people. Do you say that? Like, did you eat today? Because eating is very important. Like that's so important. You gotta eat, right? You gotta eat to survive. And sometimes people be like, dang, I hadn't even thought about that. No, I haven't eaten anything today. And it's just knowing where people are and feeling their heart. I got a love for people, and it's bigger than me. It's way bigger than me because all the shit I've been through, I could have said F everybody, but it's bigger than me.
Public speaking. Have you been invited anywhere to speak to a body of people?
I've been invited to 2 engagements. I spoke at one. It was virtual. I have one coming up in July.
Mhm.
My, I guess, media kit, whatever you want to call it. I'm still kind of adding to it. Since I lost my brother just so fresh, I haven't really been responding to requests like that. I've been getting them in my email, but
Right.
I haven't really been responding. There's a little bit of intimidation that goes along with that as well. Um, and I'm still working through some of my own personal issues when it comes to that. Like being vulnerable in front of the world is something. Like y'all don't understand. But when I post certain things, I just sit back and I don't even check. I just post it and I put the phone away. Because sometimes I can't handle it. Like I can't. And even though a lot of the stuff on my page is very positive, those 1 and 2 little short,
You stand out so much.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
take it to heart.
yeah. Gotta have thick skin. I think it has something to do with familiarity breeds contempt in some people.
Yep.
And, people that's gaining a big following online are definitely familiar and people seeing you on a regular. And before long, they done find something about you that they feel they dislike. It's a
Yeah,
sickness. It's a sickness.
it is sad. But yeah, I'll be following you. I'm like always watching you. I'm always sharing your stuff. I really like what you're doing. I'm not a hip hop baby. I'm gonna be honest. I like hip hop, but I'm not a hip hop baby. I'm more of a I think now my life has changed so much. I'm like into acoustics and stuff, like, weird shit.
Hold on. You said you 31. How you 31 and you ain't a hip hop baby? That's a lot
I
of
mean,
time not to hit it.
I grew up in it, but now as a 31-year-old, like I was just literally telling my homegirl, I said, man, I like the city girls, but I can't handle it. It's not the same as when Trina was doing it back in the day. It was different. It felt different,
Okay. See,
but
if
it's
if you was
different.
fucking
These young,
if you was a Trina fan, if you was a Trina fan and if you digested that, then you still a hip hop fan. You might just not you might ain't heard nothing new, none of the new stuff. You might not have, you know,
yeah,
it
yeah.
might not be
I
for
miss
you
how we
just
used to
yet.
be. I miss the old hip hop. That's put it like that.
Yeah. Another thing with the way that hip hop music is shared these days, it's just a big mess. Whereas back in the day, it was spoon fed to us from Total Request Live or 106 in Park. They would say, "Here, this is the hot shit. This is the top 10 in the country. Here, check
For
this
real.
out."
Yeah.
And yeah, we don't get that anymore. So it's just a bunch of, and it is hard to find
It's the TikTok.
something.
I say this is the age of TikTok. Like TikTok is controlling TikTok, Instagram, socials. Like it controls everything. Even my 6 year old, it controls everything. So I mean, we went to
It
Starbucks
is.
today, and the drink that she ordered was because she saw it on TikTok.
What you working out to when you got them headphones on? What you listening to?
Man, I've been. I don't know if you know who NF. His name is NF. He's a
Mm-mm.
white rapper. I've been
Oh,
listening.
see, well,
I've been
that's
listening to
look,
him a
look, look, look,
lot.
look, 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 look. I asked you, is you a part of this hip hop shit? And you was like, ah. And then I asked you, and you say, well, I fuck with it, man. You gotta tell us so we know who these guys. We got you. Got to you're
He's
from a
like,
different region. You from a different region. You know what I'm saying? You got to share your taste with us. You know what I
so
mean?
yeah,
So
so I've been listening to okay. I've been listening to Tobe. We know who he is. I mean, he is definitely his music keeps me hyped when I'm working out. I listen to a lot of J. Cole, a lot of J. Cole. My husband is a huge now my husband is a hip hop, like he knows music left, right,
right.
up, down. But he's a nerd. Like I call him a blurred. He's a black nerd. So you would be
Oh, we in
surprised.
style. We promoting that. We put ho
Hey,
ho.
for real.
We
It's
promoting the
levels.
black nerd thing. We with that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's levels. And so, I mean, he's the one who puts me on a lot of different like new music. He'd be like, babe, did you hear this, new song by this person? I'll be like, and so sometimes he influences what I put on my videos, my workout videos that I post because
Right.
I never know what's going on in the world. I'd be like, I don't know that music. I don't know that one. But I mean, yeah, I listen to a lot of Tobe, like they just dropped that fire. Like, man, that song just it get me hype every time I hear it. And of course, I listen to a lot of like early 2000s music when I'm working out. And that's because my trainer is a 70s baby, so he's open as long as it's earlier. Because he say that the new stuff. He say I don't know that NBA young boy, all of them. He said I can't get with that. So I be laughing.
Right.
I'm like, okay.
Check it out, right? When you started out your fitness journey, did you know that you was gonna lose 200 pounds or you got addicted to fitness and just kept going?
That's what it was.
Because
I got
that's what
addicted.
happens. You kind of like get addicted to it.
Yes, yes. I literally like, bro. I just I would go like I would get sick if I didn't work out. I would get sick. And so it just became like, I gotta go work out. I gotta get to the gym. Even if it's not for 30 minutes, I just gotta go. I gotta go get it in right quick. And so it just became my cycle. Like, I have to get it in. Even today, after we get done, I'm going to go work out because I haven't got it in yet. You know, I went at the doctor most of the day. So I'm like, I got to go work out. I know I have to work out. And then I have a party that I have to host. Like, you know, I got a lot of stuff I got to do this evening. So I'm like, hey, but this workout coming first. So, yeah, it definitely helps. And it helps my mental health. As you know, I have so many different things going. I have anxiety, I have depression, and I also have mood disorder and bipolar too. And so it truly is a remedy. Like, it's a medicine to me. And it helps.
Stabilizer.
Yes. 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 Because y'all don't
I
want to see
tell
me
people
without
that.
it. Shit.
Yeah, I think it's my stabilizer too.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, could you tell my viewers where they can find you at online to keep abreast of what you're doing? You inspiring a lot of people. I want you to keep up the good work. Primarily
So I
when you
need your
get to,
information. I want to send you some of my stuff. I got something for you. I don't even
oh,
think
okay,
I have it
yeah,
with
yeah, I
me.
got you.
Oh, here it is right here. I almost pulled out my little weed. My bad. My bad. But I got you a keychain. I'm gonna send you a keychain and a sticker and a water bottle because I know. When I told my husband who I was interviewing with today, he just fell out laughing. He said it's the same dude. I said yeah. I
Yeah,
said yeah.
man.
But you know what? I think of it like in high school, like in school, how you get in a fight with somebody at school
Right.
and y'all become best friends. Like I said, that's just look at it. He's just a family. He's like a brother.
I felt bad
I
about
don't give my
I
number to
felt bad
everybody.
about that.
So
I felt bad about that shit. You kind of just like brushed it off and shit, but I'm like, damn, man, like you caught me and shit.
oh, you feel bad because you got caught.
Yeah, yeah, you caught me.
No, man, but it was all good. You know, I've had worse situations. I mean, one of my videos went viral and ended up on the shade room, and people was talking and saying some stuff, and I was like,
Tell me about this. Tell me about this. How did you end up on a shade room?
I don't know. Somebody must have sent it in to them,
So
but
what did the video depict? What was you doing? Working out or before and after?
me and my sister were at. It didn't have nothing to do with my damn journey. Me and my sister was trying to kill a bug, and the bug was about this big, and I guess people thought it was funny. And I was like, how did they get this video? Like, I was embarrassed. But I mean, you know, when you have like when you post stuff in your stories, like I have to remind myself when I post things to my stories, people will screen record and send it to other people. So I'm
Yeah,
learning like, okay,
yeah, you're a big deal. You
yeah.
got
I
when you
didn't
get up,
realize that until
yeah, you're a big deal. You're a
yeah,
big deal, definitely.
crazy.
I
It's
really
God.
appreciate you. I really appreciate you. I want you to keep up the good work, keep inspiring people,
Thank you,
and
bro.
keep getting to that gym
And
straight up because
my
that's
lifeline.
what's popping. Um, your TikTok name and your IG information, and I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's all the same. I am underscore Bae Goals. And if you check out any of the links, there's a link in my bio, and that can take you to my website. I'm posting products and things like that. Just, you know, if people want to support, buy some merch, you can. But like I said, it's one day at a time. I have a weight loss journal out there, you know, and so if you want to support that, you're more than welcome to. I just pray that Bae body and everything is worldwide before it's all said and done.
What's
So
the name of the website?
it's just iambagos.com.
.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I really appreciate you, man.
Of course. Make sure
I
you
was
send me this so
chasing
I
you
can share
down.
this. I need to share this video. I gotta send it to my mama and them on Facebook.
Okay.
Them
If I
old
have
folks,
to,
them old folks don't have Instagram like that, so they always be asking.
I'm gonna put this on YouTube, and I'll make sure you get it too as well. So again, I appreciate you coming on my platform. I'm gonna tell the world about this experience I had with you today. You really inspired me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to the gym too. So
Get it in then, and I'm gonna be checking in to make sure you win.
high five you. Come on, you gotta high five me.
Hey, make sure you
All right,
send me your like PO box address, whatever. I got some products I want to send you. Just I have a keychain. Make sure you put your keychain on your actual keys. It's
I got you.
tiny. It's small enough where it will be discreet.
All right, thank you, babe. I appreciate you.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, one.